What is God calling you to do? Like right now, what is He calling you to do? 2 days ago, I was praying the rosary and I began to feel a deep inspiration of gratitude for all that St. Joseph has done for me by the mercy of God. And I felt so inspired. I was overwhelmed with this inspiration that I felt I ought to go to Mass and in thanksgiving for all that He's done for me. I left work, I went to Mass, and while I was at Mass, I give glory to God for raising St. Joseph to such glorious heights and for allowing him to intercede in our lives, but in particular my own and in the life of my family. I felt a deep conviction that I haven't given the appropriate response in return. For years and years and years, I felt like God was asking me to spread the devotion to St. Joseph. Is a gift of God's mercy for us, especially at this crazy time. So I started this. This goes back, 9 years ago. I started this page in response. I've been working at my primary vocation, which is as a husband and father, and it's my favorite job. And that's where I preach the gospel first. I try and live it here. I try and teach it here. And I try and do all of what God is asking for me within the four walls of my house with my family. At the same time, I keep having this inspiration, this feeling that God is asking of me something else as well. Make St. Joseph known. I keep finding ways to not do that, to wait a little bit longer. For example, 2 years ago, I was praying a novena to St. Joseph, asking, just help me figure out what I should do to make your name great. Of course, it already is great, but just very few, it seems, know that. And we had the 2020, the year of St. Joseph. We had a lot of books and a lot of talks, and everyone's forgotten. And 2 years ago, so I was praying this novena, and I was asking, what should I do? And on the last day, I remember opening up my phone before I went to bed, and I opened up YouTube, and the first video that popped up was titled "The Authentic Man." And I was like, wow, that's incredible. That's okay. Should I restart the page? I clicked on the video, and if anybody it could be about, the video is all about St. Joseph. And so I was deeply grateful for that. And I was so grateful, in fact, in response, I didn't start the page again. I started trying to write a book. I've done a lot of research and I've written quite a bit. But I feel like I'm just not getting the job done. Family first, that's my vocation. But with this additional inspiration, here's the thing. I'm no theologian. I'm not a scholar. I don't even have a degree. I have no qualifications except for one. I know my father and friend, St. Joseph, and I want to tell you about him. So I came home from Mass, and I had a little signal grace waiting for me in the mailbox amongst the bills and the ads, the coupons, roof repair. There was a newsletter from the Oratory of St. Joseph waiting for me. St. Andre Basset's face there. The next day, another one's a letter from the Sisters of St. Joseph in California. God has been gently asking me for years, But the thing is, the Lord is calling you. Maybe in your dreams like St. Joseph. But maybe you're like me and you're not responding the way you wanted to. Maybe you responded a little bit and then stopped. Start again. There's never a perfect time to get started. He's calling you. He rose and took the child and his mother by night and departed to Egypt. Respond. He's calling you. Let's get started.